He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through Nodcry on a misty night. The march of the Wild Hunt will be sure to drag him into the darkness.
Ibis King, don't you think this all rather inappropriate? You may as well be handing them victory on a silver platter. Do not expect me to follow your lead.
Ha! Suit yourself.
Done.
Finally. But seriously, that was incredible. Standing on the chessboard felt completely different from standing on solid ground. And also... Oh, sorry. I'll save my thoughts for later. Thanks to the three of you for helping us out with this. Is it just me, or were you giving us quite a lot of guidance along the way?
We made but a humble contribution.
You lived up to our expectations.
In addition to the existing functions, I'd like to, since Aru's interference shield can cover the entirety of the mausoleum, it should be possible to extend its range even further. Perhaps...
So, building upon the existing
Imagine for a moment. What would the ideal outcome look like if this function were compatible with the devices?
I agree. This is the best solution possible. Please, everyone, we beg you to help us.
Me, oh my. Well, since you ask so very nicely, I suppose... Goti? Kroko? What do you say?
Naturally.
Time to go! Let's go find Nahida! There you are. Miss Nicole truly is an angel. She said that while the other members of the Hexen Circle are busy with important work, she is quite free, and she's more than willing to accompany the people of Sumeru for the entire journey. Oh, yes, Nicole, all right. Always super patient and loves to help everyone out. She's the best. She is. So kind and enthusiastic. Well, time for us to get going. Let's head out.
Scorching burn!
This should be one of the closest places to Natlan in all of Sumeru. There's the barrier Nicole and Nefer mentioned. It complete, but why? Why separate you from the rest of the world now, specifically? And if I'm not mistaken, Irminsul was polluted once before.
Good question. I'm wondering the same thing myself.
That voice. Mawika! You got here pretty quickly.
Hello, traveler. It's been a while.
Hello there.
Hello, Dendro Archon.
Malika, I apologize for asking you to meet at the border on such short notice. I also apologize for not being able to greet you in person. The form in which you see me now is one carried by the Traveler. The real me is inside the mausoleum of King Deshret, and I am reaching out to you with my mind from here. Irminsul has been infiltrated by the Doctor. We must be on our guard, as he can spy on information in the world from within the tree. Fortunately, there is no record of the Traveler in Irminsul, and you are still within Natlan's borders.
My records will be preserved in the Night Kingdom, rather than the ley lines. As long as the Night Kingdom remains disconnected from the ley line cycle, the Doctor has no way of knowing my movements.
Exactly.
So by meeting each other in this way, the meeting essentially never happened. No wonder Paimon didn't come. You were concerned that her activity would be recorded by Irminsul. The Natlanese have heard about the situation in Sumeru. With the borders sealed off, merchants have been forced to stop their shipments. It's pretty serious. and you're the ones bearing the brunt of it.
I'd like to address the question you raised at the beginning. I can offer a brief explanation, although it will sound rather cruel. I don't reach this conclusion gladly, but Irminsul predates the Heavenly Principles. It existed long ago, when the dragons of Natlan were at the height of their power. So even when the people of Sumeru became ill because of pollution, it was not a critical issue from the perspective of Irminsul itself. As at this time, the Doctor's invasion has directly affected the tree. That is what caused the barrier to deploy. The Heavenly Principles established a rule that when Irminsul is plunged into grave danger, a portion of power will be reserved to isolate Sumeru. That way, even if Sumeru is destroyed, the outside world at least has some time to catch its breath.
We'd certainly need it.
The Heavenly Principles created almost everything that exists in Teyvat today. To them, preserving the existence of the world and its inhabitants takes priority over protecting Sumeru.
Meaning, protecting Sumeru now falls to you.
Yes. My own power may be limited, especially compared to yours. But that doesn't mean that we're just gonna sit around and wait for the end. If necessary, I will utilize any and every means at my disposal.
Nicole of the Hexen Circle didn't say exactly what this meeting was about. But after hearing everything you've said so far, I think...
That's right. Nahida and I discussed it at length. We both know how presumptuous this is.
You need the Pyronosis, don't you?
Yes, you guessed correctly. Originally, I only intended to borrow it, but the situation is far graver than I foresaw. So instead, what I ask of you is...
Why do you sound so nervous? There's no need to be shy.
Surely a gnosis is pretty...
I guess, but it's not as if losing it would suddenly render us powerless. But I'm sure you don't need me to tell you that. With all the nations you've traveled to, and all the gods you've met, you must have realized that by now. As far as I'm concerned, a gnosis is basically an elemental energy enhancer. But I don't usually use it. You know me. I like to think I'm pretty strong without it.
Yeah, not about to dispute that.
So you see, you don't need to sweat it. Here, take the Pyronosis.
Huh? Just like that?
Uh-huh, just like that. To tell the truth, I've always toyed with the idea of giving it to someone who needs it more than I do. I know you accompanied Nahida here to try and increase the chance of success. It's a good thing you did, because your involvement is one of the main reasons you've managed to persuade me.
Are you sure about this?
I won't try to quantify it, but trust me. Handing over the Gnosis to Tumaini is far from the craziest idea I could think of. Besides, even if you hadn't come here personally, I think I still would have agreed to Nahida's work. Irminsul doesn't just affect Sumeru. It impacts all of Teyvat. I know all too well how difficult it can be to protect the things you care about. So logically, morally, or however you want to cut it, helping you is the right thing to do. You don't need to tell me the specifics of your plan. Where the Gnosis is involved, the tighter the secrecy, the higher your chances of success.
Malika, my heartfelt thanks go to you and the people of Natlan.
But now for the hard part. How do I actually give it to you?
I have an idea.
Just as I thought.
Incredible. What did you do?
Just made a lucky guess. This seems to happen quite a lot. Things that apply to everyone else don't seem to apply to me. I figured the same might be true here.
Irminsul usually produces effects based on the records it holds. Since the Traveler is a Descender, Irminsul contains no records of him, and thus has no way to impede him.
Is that right? You really are full of surprises. Catch.
Whoa! Thank you, Mauika. Thank you.
All right, all right. No need to get so formal. Besides, there's still one problem. You might be able to pass through the barrier, but I don't know about the Gnosis. Any other surprises for us?
Let me try something. I have the Pyronosis in my hand. It feels strangely ordinary. Not particularly heavy, and yet... I need to think hard about my memories of Pyro. My memories of journeying through Natlan. All those important experiences I've had.
The Gnosis disappeared. Traveler,
I'm fine. The Pyronosis disappeared into my body. Just like... phlogiston.
Maybe it resonates with you because you've mastered the power of phlogiston. You might not be recorded in the ley lines, but you're still our Tumaini.
Whew.
please allow me to express my gratitude once again, Malika.
Pleasure. Well, I've given you all the help I can. The rest is up to you.
We won't let you down.
Yeah. We aren't about to lose.
Traveler, Paimon. How are you? Paimon's a teensy bit nervous, but only a teeny tiny bit. Seems like she's gotten way braver over the last few years, huh? Of course. After all the adventures you've had with the Traveler, I'm sure you've gained a lot of experience in...
I'm doing all right. What about you, Nahida? How are you holding up?
With the negative effects of Irminsul, I am a bit like a piece of fruit that's been burrowed into by hungry insects and left to rot. I'd be lying if I said it was nothing, but please don't worry. We all know what we're getting into, and we've prepared as well as we can. I believe in everyone. Stoking the fire inside oneself is certainly one way to live, but knowing when to rely on one's companions is also a form of great I've been quietly learning little things from everyone, like plucking tufts of fur from a sumpter beast.
Me too. With the constant traveling, I'm always learning and growing. That's the journey of life.
I think there's someone else here who would share that sentiment.
Don't worry about what I think. I was just passing by and happened to overhear your conversation.
What are you talking about, hat guy? This is the top floor. No one passes by the top floor.
Says who? You can fly just like I can. I would have thought it makes sense to you of all people.
I don't know why, but I feel a little more...
It shows that you feel comfortable laying down your burdens in our presence. It means that Sumeru is a place you can trust, where you know we have your back. And we feel exactly the same way around you.
It's finally done. Ugh, but I have a nagging feeling that there's something I've forgotten. Oh, there you are. Everything wrapped up on your end? Okay, fair enough. That was a pointless question.
You must really be exhausted.
Well, it's been a busy day.
When work ends,
Yeah, we're definitely due a break. Probably a little late to start drinking now. Here, this one's for you.
thanks.
You want a bite to eat? I can grab us something. Or wait, I think there's a stove nearby. Let me...
Are you nervous?
A little.
Because everything that happens next is beyond my individual control. I don't worry about things I cannot influence.
What do you mean, cannot influence? You're the one who came up with half of the strategies we ended up using.
There's only so much I can do. I was only...
Was it like this?
You mean with Azar and his accomplices?
So the enemy...
If your memory is so vivid, you might also recall that it was you who came looking for an argument.
I came for a...
What do I think? I think we're certainly better.
It's good having me around to help out, huh?
Absolutely.
Certainly feels that way. So, the sky is so clear. And there isn't a whiff of decay or destruction in the air. It's hard.
Awful things happen all. What you and I have done is increase our chances of stop.
Lofty ideals may provide no defense at all against nihilism. Oh, nothing. I hope everything works out.
It will. As long as we...
It's really strange.
I think it...
Ugh.
We'll make our move after...
Good.
As much as...
That'll be enough.
Master Tainari! Mr. Sino! So this is where you were. I brought some juice and some water. Would you like some?
I know how easily you get dehydrated in the desert, so you should definitely have some water. In which case, I'll have the juice.
I gotta ask, though. Who's on juice-making duty at a time like this?
Madame Farazan said she was feeling a little nervous, so I told her about the automatic juicer my friend invented. She took it right off me and started making carton after carton of juice.
A juicer? Did Sucrose send that to you?
Yeah, I hadn't had the chance to try it out before this
The juice is very sweet.
I think so
Kale, how are you feeling?
Physically, it just still feels...
I know the feeling...
At least now.
All the more reason...
Those two things are completely
What are we all chatting about, Would anyone like any juice? Oh, I had some earlier, ma'am. Maybe give the extra to someone else? Very well, very well.
There's this enormous power, and then there's little old you. You feel like there's no connection between the two.
Yeah.
Kale, just because we normally keep the conversation light doesn't mean we can't discuss deeper issues. I don't think it's childish at all. You were the victim of a terrible crime.
My professor once told me that no incident can be considered truly resolved until the victim said your rage and your pain are completely just.
Thanks. Miss Nicole said that every innocent person who's been hurt needs time to realize that it's all about to be over.
I don't know if you've noticed, but you rarely stumble over your words anymore, and
And since this isn't over, you...
Yeah. Sumiro is my home.
And once you're done?
Stop it with the sake.
Hey, excuse me. There are still 3 unclaimed cups of juice here.
What?
Thank you, Madam
Drink up and enjoy my handiwork.
Please, try to relax.
I know.
Time to go! Let's meet the others at the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Honed in flame!
I have not felt this way. Standing up high, gazing out at the rolling dunes. One cannot know what freedom truly...
The golden slumber.
Dendro Archon.
I was wondering.
What kind of...
So many. As I once said to a friend, we look, we see, and we comprehend. But the question still troubles us. What are the many disasters that this...
The biggest question you should be asking is how to...
Yes. Although, I must not fail.
What we declare to be a...
Nahida! We're just in time. Make preparation...
Ready when you are.
We're here too.
Miss Nicole! Miss Nicole! You run so... I thought it...
Sorry.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, the equipment is ready, and the modifications to Aru are all complete.
As discussed during our...
Accessing Irminsul via the Akasha is no longer feasible at this stage. There are other options, it's just... they're a little more extreme, and more technologically demanding to implement. Maybe you should take it from here.
The architecture and functionality of the Akasha terminals overlap considerably with Aru. There is reasonable evidence to suggest that one was developed based on the other, or that they both utilize technology of the same origin. As long as the transplant and merge operation succeeds, Aru should theoretically work on a scale greater than the Akasha and approximately equal to Irminsul. It will become the largest active computing device in all of Teyvat. A system this powerful is capable of a lot of different things. In the past, the Akasha was primarily used for one-way information transmission, but I suspect it could also serve as a central bridging hub. In the pursuit of greater knowledge, some scholars have attempted to connect their consciousness to Irminsul through the use of terminals, incense, and meditation.
Correct. In academic language, scholars who reach that stage are said to have entered Satyavata life. Hypatia has performed this practice many times in the past, and she was once under my care for a period of time.
Right. And this at least proves that there is a zone within Irminsul that can be connected to.
That's right. Providing wisdom to the people is one of the very reasons for Irminsul's existence. I think I understand where you're going. Please, continue.
In that case, I'll skip to the conclusion then. We need to further modify Aru, merge it with the Akasha, manufacture terminals, and distribute them to every single person we can reach.
Every person? Even the desert folk?
Yes, everyone.
I've already calculated the amount of raw materials we need.
So you mean we're going to get new Akasha terminals?
Yes, but this time the people of Sumeru won't be using them to acquire knowledge, just to connect to Irminsul. That's the key.
When we evacuated the city, we brought all the important assets from the House of Dana, in case we ended up needing them. Fortunately, this included the Akasha system's main terminal. We've checked all the relevant records, and one thing is certain. Nothing like this has ever been done on this scale before, so...
Everyone in Sumeru is part of the plan. Whoever controls the people controls the situation.
Since this function of Irminsul was introduced, it has only ever been made available to scholars, who don't constitute a particularly large group of people. But by expanding the scale to include all the people of Sumeru, all the individual connections will stack up to create a significant load on the system. Under normal circumstances, Irminsul would be able to cope with the additional load. But with it already being under strain from other activities, its remaining capacity is limited. Thus, it might be possible to shut it down completely by overloading it. Counting down. 3, 2, 1.
Are you ready?
Ready!
return to the Tree of Wisdom. Today, we use it to save Sumeru and the whole world. These boughs that nurtured learning must not become tools for destroying the world.
Stop. Please stop. End this transformation.
You would shut down Irminsul just to stop me? You fools. I have all the time in the world.
Success! The evil Irminsul tree is step growing!
Great!
What a display of true courage! The courage to think and the courage to act! I never thought I would witness the shutdown of Irminsul with my own eyes. Perhaps this is human wisdom in action?
Indeed, only humans could do such a thing.
What was once created for spreading knowledge is now used for another purpose.
I am grateful to you three for your... Now, nobody who wears a terminal will have their activity accurately tracked by Irminsul. No matter how many eyes Dottore possesses, he will not be able to see us clearly. Now for the next step. I will need the help of your supreme powers once again.
How might we be of service?
I need to reach the Eternal Oasis immediately.
Right now?
In that case, Ibis King, would you agree that this is a fine opportunity to dust off our old tricks?
Never. I assume you have that chess set with...
You mean the one you gave to me as a gift?
How could I? You misjudge me. I just wanted to show you another way you can use it. Connect to Safei Shatranj.
Safei Shatranj?
Thoth's chess set gains its power from the chessboard laid out in the desert by King Deshret and ourselves. All ceremonies conducted using the chess set must be activated via Safei Shatranj. In other words, the chess set is an extension of the chessboard. In the past, move it...
Transfer initiate.
We haven't heard a single word from our spy in the desert. I'm afraid he might have been captured.
Never mind.
But we spent years turning him. And a lot...
Nothing comes for free in this world, but the loss is not without its purpose. For a small price, we have wasted a precious amount of the limited time they have. Quite a bargain, if you ask.
Understood.
Weighing profit against loss is a necessary part of life. But to tell the truth, I have been operating at a loss since this all began. Since many centuries ago, in fact. For instance, why would a banker act as the executor of a will? If you hadn't deposited your personal belongings at Northland Bank, I would have no reason to be here right now. Dottore, I've placed your final data backup into the ley lines as per our contract. I trust we are now square for the safe deposit fees you paid.
Is it not a little petty to split hairs like this? Given...
I consider sound bookkeeping a matter of principle.
Do not forget that you only live to see this day thanks to me. In fact, every day of your life since you met me, you've been living on borrowed time.
Why, that's hardly a fair assessment. I will concede that my survival was perhaps at your whim, but I became a harbinger on my own merits. Managing money is not like other professions. Mine is not a role I could have acquired based on your recommendation alone, and certainly not one I could have lasted so long.
The information stored in the ley lines is quite comprehensive. Rest assured, I have not forgotten how strong your... Well, I presume you have no sense of fragmentation while talking with me.
How could anything possibly go wrong with such strict measures in place? The remainder of your soul was split in two, with one half sent to Nodcry and the other stored in the most secure vault of the Northland Bank. Though I must say, your disdain for the other segments is quite amusing. Zandik is you, and you are Zandik. Zandik created the segments, yet you, a segment yourself, reject him.
That is, Zandik, created segments of various ages in his later years. To achieve this, he had to freeze time and part with a portion of his soul. But as constructive as it sounds, it erases my uniqueness. If each segment is equally me, then by the same token, none of them are truly me. A soul living forever in the past inevitably holds different views than he did in his later years. The same thing that completes me also restricts me. You too might ask yourself which stage of your life you want to be preserved at. The day your business failed? Or the day you were framed by a gang and sold off to a
We needn't dredge up the past.
This undesirable plan was eventually scrapped. Lesser Lord Kusanali was quite right. I needed an opportunity to eliminate myself. And after that, I concluded that there was no more effective plan than directly splitting the soul. Once the soul is transferred out, you will find that creating a...
The other half of your soul suffered a crushing defeat in Nodcry, you know.
And yet in the process, I obtained the information I always wanted, did I not? Because now we finally know where the best testing ground truly lies.
I once thought your ultimate goal was to ascend to godhood. But as it turns out, that was merely one of your experiments.
Experiments take many forms. Most people are too eager for success, too fixated on the end goal. They forget that the experimental process itself is just as important. A suspiciously vacant seat, a new face. I trust you can put two and two together. The reason it doesn't exist is because someone tampered with the record.
What can I say? After all your efforts, you really did uncover the world's secrets. So, is the new world you promised a lie?
No, it never was. I am glad to be able to control Irmin's soul from within. Now I shall attempt to create a new world inside the existing one. Almost everyone faces the prospect of death. But not a single person has ever been able to experiment unrestrained in the afterlife through sheer force of will. I am the only one to have overcome this enormous challenge. Would I not be letting the world down if I didn't make the most of the opportunity to experiment?
Clearly, the dividing of your soul did not affect the magnitude of your ego. Out of all the...
Is that why you chose to work with me?
Could I call myself a...
Well then, I must say...
Why make things harder than they need to be? Exposing my true identity in a situation... Showing up in the name of the original antagonist gives you the recognition you rightly deserve, while also being sensitive to Snezhnaya's predicament. As for why I'm here, if you're suggesting that your credit is in the negative, I won't argue with that.
I'd argue that a significant factor in your willingness to... Is it not true?
Especially for a human...
Let's not pretend that you're any more innocent than I am.
Are we? Is it really so greedy to want the world to operate by a new set of rules?
Of course not, my dear friend. And as I've said before, mutual interest is the foundation for the most reliable of...
Regreater, sir. People have been spotted approaching Sumeru City.
How strange. Despite your access to Irminsol's data, it appears the soldiers noticed before you did. They must have found a workaround. Well, Dottore,
They're coming. They'll breach the city gates any moment now.
But even so, I would say Irminsul is a wonderfully convenient thing on the whole. If you do manage to create a new world, perhaps you could plant one outside my office, too.
I'll consider it.
What do you need me to do? Stall them?
The experiment will take time. Stall them for as long as possible.
Very well. Have you heard this story? There was once a guilty man, kneeling in the center of a church while an angry mob outside. He pleaded with the gods. Many suns and moons passed. Seasons changed. And
are you suggesting I worship you as a god?
Certainly not the latter. That would make my life miserable indeed.
Do you have anything lined up for when this is all over?
Hard to say. Field work always takes quite a toll on me, as you know. Once I'm back at Snezhnaya, I'll start with a well-earned cigarette.
Why are you so eager to ruin your lungs after I went to the trouble of replacing them for you?
If you have an issue with it, feel free to try to stop me.
For someone who despises... At first, I thought you'd be furious.
Concerned I would turn...
Not at all.
Don't you find people... And yet...
Is that supposed to...
No.
There's no need to be...
Isn't it a little too early to be saying goodbye? Not that I wish to keep you from your business, of course. Very well. Let's leave the conversation there for now.
The power of King Deshret's 7 pillars is truly remarkable. With just a chessboard, you can move an entire unit across the material plane.
Yeah, sets us up for a much easier fight.
I wonder how many people can say they stormed a city twice in their lifetime.
I was just thinking that. I've definitely had more than my fair share of unusual experiences in my life.
This is my first time here, actually. We never usually leave Gandharvaville.
I hope this will be my...
Does everyone have to chime in?
What an amusing comment.
Well,
Huh.
A lot.
You wish for your gauntlet to speak?
Ahem. I think you'll find that it is I whose image is carved hereupon.
Thanks. Definitely feel stronger now.
You're welcome, my lady. I am glad to lend you my power.
Sino, what's the situation?
There are troops stationed at every entrance. As we expect. Everyone, stick to the plan. We'll take the main entrance. You head for the House of Dana's side door. Move out.
out of my way! Take this!
Watch out!
Get lost! Whew. Thank you, Jet.
You gotta be more careful. If you're not ready to put your life on the line, you can't be certain of defeating your opponent.
She's right. Keep your wits about you, Rana.
Let's get it on! Hi!
Futa! Through me, justice is served. Your penance is due!
Can't run from death.
Take them out and secure the harbor. Reinforcements will arrive by water.
Consider it done.
Show no mercy.
This body belongs to ice and snow.
Looks like we're in for a tough fight.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stay condemned. Your penance is due. Guilty. You stay condemned.
We shall prevail. Do your worst.
Can't run from death.
You surrender. Judgment is upon you. Guilty. Your penance is due. Waterway secured.
Brothers! Sisters!
Perfect. Just in time.
Welcome. Once
The team has arrived at the...
Good.
Hear my prayer. Please. Let's get it on. Gloves off. Yield.
Nowhere to run.
Grant us your blessing. Do your worst.
Futile. Your sins weigh upon your soul. You stay condemned. Your penance is due.
Take too long.
Look out!
Finally. We need to hurry. Take the middle road.
How about your Sino?
Don't relax just yet. More Fatui approaching from the right.
Irminsul cannot track our movements. If necessary, we could split up.
Don't worry. We'll wipe them all out.
As you can see, our people can—
Good.
How are things with the Traveler?
Don't underestimate Tainari just because he's a forest watcher. He can—
All right.
Sino and the reinforcements have dropped. By using a cluster leaf of cultivation, we can pass through certain terrain silently.
Good luck with that. We'll just fly up there.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Ready?
Ready. Keep up.
time for the big one!
Fatui soldiers up ahead. Careful. Prepare for battle.
Hey! There's people over there.
You have some nerve showing your faces here in the center of Sumeru City.
You're right on schedule.
Well, this guy sure as heck isn't your average Fatui sergeant.
They've stationed quite a few people nearby. It definitely... Everything about this guy feels too deliberate. I highly doubt he's just a subordinate of Dottores. And he's no mere sergeant. Whatever his rank is, it's high. So you've been waiting for us. But it...
Very clever.
A siege?
Historically, yes. But things can always change.
There's a Fatui ambush at the north gate.
Can you handle him?
We can for now.
Yes, I'm quite sure both sides can hold their ground for the time being. The battle is not yet. But what happens next? Do you enjoy watching bloodshed? Once a war begins, some people must die. I doubt you...
Wait a second. It's a trick. He's not even there. Silence!
He disappeared. What was that? A ghost?
Curses. He was never there to begin with. That was just a shadow.
Enough talk. Attack!
Sumeru's General Mahamatra is quite ruthless. It's a good thing I wasn't there in person.
Your illusion held them up for a time just fine. But now that they have seen through it, they will realize you were...
Decoy or not, what matters...
Not imminent.
This is far enough.
Are you sure you don't need me to No need. Once the connection is established, we'll disappear from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go help the others.
All right.
Now where's the interface Nahida mentioned? Come on, where's it hiding?
Found it. It's over here. We can connect to the inside of Irminsul through the Sanctuary of Surasthana's built-in security. You should be pretty familiar with the process.
Is it the same route as last time?
For the most part. We don't need to adjust any of the parameters.
Then I should be fine.
And Paimon? Once you're both ready, we'll set off.
Wait! The stakes are way higher this time, right? Maybe Paimon should stay outside and help the others. Then, you can Huh? Why are you staring at me?
It's nothing. I just suddenly
Hey, you've grown quite a lot yourself.
Well, anyway, Paimon thinks she's pretty knowledgeable. Who's the best guide into...
If we say Alhatham's not a weirdo, it's hard to explain how he came up with the idea of you applying to the academia. But for all that he counts, you're doing surprisingly...
She just goes to show how...
That's fair. I have learned a lot in Sumeru. Oh yeah. Did you ever come up with that ugly nickname you promised me?
What? No way! We're friends now! Paimon!
Fine.
We need to go. Paimon, if you're staying, look after...
Will do. Paimon's gonna link up with Tainari and Sino. You guys...
We will be.
Initiating connection. Well, here, come to think of it, I still don't even know where we're going.
Thanks to our terminals, it should be impossible for Irminsul to read. I can...
Don't tell me. Only you need to know. That way, whatever happens to me next, it won't affect your progress.
Listen to me. Your safety is don't even think about sacrificing yourself for the greater good. We came here together.
All right, if you...
This place looks so different from how I remember. It's a complete mess.
Must be Dottoro's doing. Either he's searching for some information he needs, or...
It's still changing.
He has to know we've entered Irminsul. But luckily for us, be on your guard. The red parts have probably been corrupted by Dottoro's power. Don't touch them, or you might alert him. He's looking for us. Tread carefully. That wall could be a problem. Fortunately, it looks breakable. Give it a shot.
Blazing light! Honed in flame!
Squall Fury!
Blazing light!
Behold! The wind rises. Squall Fury. To the same old trick again? Are you kidding me? Let's handle it just like we did before. This cheap trick isn't gonna stop us.
Oh no, it's
a trap. Is that why he was using the same trick over and over again? To get us to lower our guard?
I'm trapped!
Why won't this thing budge?
Hello? Hello?
Nicole!
Yes, it's me. I'm monitoring your progress from inside the Eternal Oasis, and I have to say, this terminal is simply marvelous. It makes tracking you so much easier. I couldn't see anything at first, but now that you two are inside, I can use your location with support from the terminals to get a partial view of the situation inside Earth. It's not the clearest image, but it's better than not being able to help at all. I can't intervene directly, but I can help to guide you out of the jam you're currently in, so please... Dottore in his current form is a blight upon both Irminsul and the ley lines. Pay attention to your surroundings. There must be sources of his contamination nearby. The corrupted information...
Is that one of them?
Precisely. Take it out. Good work. But we're not done yet. Stay close, and let's see if we can find any others like it nearby.
Behold!
The wind rises.
This must be another one.
Agreed. Now... Oh, wait! Watch out!
It's Dottore. I think...
The seal is broken. Quick! Get out of there!
Swan Fury!
And where exactly do you think you can run to?
Wait, what is that?
Pursuers! That's gotta be it!
Run! Don't let that thing touch you.
Dodge that attack!
There's more than one path. Which way do we go?
To the left! Trust me!
Fleeing like vermin. What a pathetic sight.
Hey!
Watch yourselves! Stay focused!
There's a cliff ahead. Jump!
More of those corruption sources. Destroy them as you did before, and open the exit as quickly as possible. They're relentless. Is he trying to wear us down? You'll just have to destroy these too. I think the pursuit is over.
Hard to say. Stay alert.
Swan Fury! Whew. I think we've made it to...
Goodness.
You doing okay?
I'll be fine.
Take a short rest, and then...
Nicole?
The connection's been cut. But that means...
Look at you supporting one another. How very touching.
Dottore!
Took you long enough to find us. You're more useless than I thought.
Oh, really? I think I deserve a little more credit for my methods than that. Rather than hunting you down, I chose to let you roam free. I indulged your presumption that I was unable to track your movements. Played along with your clever little plan. Fleeing is for animals. but I rather enjoy watching you flee. Some things lose the will to run altogether.
If that's true, then why did you...
Because I wanted to observe you up close. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not here for a fight. Is it so unusual that I wish to greet my old acquaintances in... After all, it's been a while. Scaramouche. Why are you so afraid? I have done nothing unprecedented in discovering the truth. Nor did I go to any great lengths to uncover your story. You made a bold series of moves in deciding to erase yourself. And with the power of this great chronicling device called Irminsul, you were able to achieve something quite remarkable. Once most people form an opinion about someone, it tends to imprison their mind. Yet you managed to erase every trace of your existence. A novel take on death in. However, this meant that you stood out to me all the more when I saw you in Notcry. I didn't even have to go looking for you. Just the sight of you was enough for me to intuit the truth. For someone in my position, connecting the dots was a trivial affair. It would have been more surprising if I hadn't managed to piece it together.
You seem very pleased with yourself for figuring it out. I'm sure you'd even be more delighted to learn the full extent of...
That would hardly be necessary. Besides, isn't there something that concerns you more right now? Let me put your mind at ease. I have no intention whatsoever of restoring any of the records you deleted. For one thing, it would be exceptionally difficult. But more to the point, I doubt that the prospect of losing your current life is all that frightening to you. Because in your case, the cruelest twist of fate is that you'll never again have the chance to make up for any of your mistakes.
Dottore?
All here shall bend to my will.
Behold!
I'm afraid you'll need to do better than that to take me down. I expected you to have grown stronger. Ah, how foolish of me. I forgot that you lack any means to increase your power.
You will pay for everything you've done!
Oh, will I now?
Blazing light! You dare to gaze upon me?
Does the prospect of death amuse you?
I could ask you the same question! I'll distract Dottore. You focus on the mission.
Got it!
For the hopes and dreams of the masses.
Open the secret door on this enchanting night. May wisdom's light eradicate ignorance and darkness, and hereby fulfill our ancient vow. Commence data extraction.
cling to outdated ideals and stand in the way of progress. You will pay for interfering with the grandest experiment of all time.
Good timing.
Dottore, as clever as you are, you fail to understand wisdom. Wisdom takes many forms, but the path you have chosen eschews them all.
Huh. My strength is fading!
Since you are within Irminsul, it stands to reason that any power you wield comes from...
Extracting the information from Irminsul, just to strip me of my power.
I will find his weakness. Everyone hold hands! Hey!
I admire your attempt to introduce a new variable, but it's nowhere near enough! Trick!
Time to ignite!
Go!
Know your place!
All before you! Blade of the primal flame!
You're dead!
Committed to memory!
You won't just...
They're so close! Just hold on a little longer! I'll hold him up. Traveler, Hat Guy, the rest is up to you!
We certainly have a knack for surprising each other, don't we?
I'm just getting started.
It's time! Say your prayers!
Spinelli and Benson, we got your back!
Behold! It's time! Say your prayers!
Let's try this.
How amusing. Blazing light! It's time! Say your prayers!
Burn all before you! Blade of the primal flame!
It's time! Say your prayers! Honed in flame! Behold! Finally! It's time! Say your prayers! Blazing light! The wind rises! It's time! Say your prayers!
That's enough!
It's all yours. Do with it as you see fit.
Just as you say, this world is home to some archaic things. And as you suppose, you are a formidable opponent. You have long coveted the secrets of wisdom. So now, I will demonstrate true wisdom in action. I invoke my supreme authority as the keeper of Irminsul. Commend me or condemn me. But give your verdict now!
Blessed One of Wisdom, Mahakusaladhama, are you certain that you wish to exercise your authority to destroy Irminsul? It represents both your roots and your finest accomplishments. You truly intend to abandon the very thing you have always fought for?
This is my decision.
Irminsul is the original tree of Tevat. It is the means by which the heavenly principles maintains fate itself. The 7 Archons should honor and revere it, for their authority was bestowed upon them by the heavenly principles.
It is precisely because I honor and revere it that I fight for the humanity. Wisdom is knowing how to weigh the options and make the right decision. If you truly care about the fortunes of this world, then it is me you should seek to preserve.
Planting a seed begins the chain of cause and effect. Since you have become a great tree yourself, why should the loss of another tree be anything to fear? Till we meet again.
The first flame. The pure, cleansing fire.
Shall we?
Where were we?
I was suggesting that you needn't perform when signing a contract.
You're only sitting here because your bank demanded an evaluation of the trustee.
So you told a story about a young scholar from a merchant family in Sumeru?
I told a compelling tale, didn't I?
The post-expulsion story is far more captivating.
The human experiments or the elixir of immortality?
The part where you die.
Ah, yes. My favorite part. The 35-year-old Segment thought of himself as Dottore, reserving the name Zandik for the original specimen. Of all the Segments, he was the most selfish. After his expulsion, Dottore searched for a new direction. He joined the Fatui, studied Elazar in great depth, secured resources. He was rather fortunate in his career. Zandik turned to Conrian technology and successfully created his segments. But this was not immortality. Even with backup segments, his body would still age. Still, thanks to Snezhnaya, Zandik found the ideal base for his experiments. Then a perfect partnership materialized at a crucial moment. The year that both parties realized they needed more time. Fortunately, Zandik succeeded. In a miraculous turn of events, he gained the extra time he needed.
I seem to recall it differently.
All right, it's true. No matter how much elixir he took, Zandik remained human and continued to age. Then, on the morning he turned 85...
Help me up! Call for help!
Surely he would be rescued, Zandik thought. But to his surprise, no one helped him. Zandik was too selfish for that.
Don't forget, you're one of us.
Yes, and we're all waiting.
Waiting for me to die.
Pantalone arrived for a meeting and happened to witness what followed. He found it unsettling.
I never said that.
But the Zandiks were unfazed. It was a rare opportunity for self-dissection.
What does all that have to do with you depositing your data at Northland Bank?
It has made me cherish my time in this world all the more.
Fair enough. So you do have a sense of self-preservation.
What do you mean?
You're hardly normal, and you don't cherish life. You just don't want to admit defeat in the limited time you have.
Even so, don't I deserve an interesting ending?
I'm counting on it.
If nothing else, I expect my funeral will be a grand affair indeed.
What a magnificent fire. In Snezhnaya, we light fires to ward off the cold. Fire, it seems, is antithetical to ideas such as cold, frozen, and unchanging.
Perhaps it has always been that way. From the beginning, fire has been used to drive away wild beasts and warm the body and mind. You could say it's a form of treatment. One that cures the human heart of mortal fear.
Mortal fear.
Whereas you, I'm sure, must know the feeling quite well indeed. I remember when we first discussed the elixir of immortality, you claimed that extending your lifespan was about buying more time. But was that really the truth? You fear the prospect of dying a wretched end in this world, don't you?
Of course I do. I'm only human, and while you may have forgotten it, you cannot deny that you too were once human, Dottore. I do not believe that there is no such fear in your heart.
Perhaps you are right. But I abandoned it long ago and devoted myself to my experiments. I have felt no fear since.
From the very beginning, I never thought you could win this game.
But still you came, contract in hand, to honor our agreement.
Because I am a reputable partner.
And as we have discussed, experiments are about more than results alone. The process is equally important. I have come here and completed my creation, and I do not regret my decision.
I'm afraid your journey ends here.
After I die, there will be no one to make the elixir of immortality, and your remaining stock will only last a few more years. How then will you prove that you didn't perish in this incident alongside...
When I feel optimistic about market environments, I never forcibly adjust them. They have their own direction. And I myself am one such. I have been quite particular about many things in my life. But where the manner of my death is concerned, I choose not to be.
You make yourself sound so magnanimous.
Oh, but I am. And I hope you will be too. It may have been a long time since anyone told you this, Dottore, but I recognize that you are a truly rare talent.
Ha! I can see it. The experiment in blasphemy that I've been performing all this time. It has been a long process, and I do not care about the results as much as people might imagine.
If the very goal of your experiment was to explore infinite possibilities, then there was never any reason for it to end.
Indeed. Yet now, the experiment has officially drawn to a close.
What should I call you? Zandik? Or do you prefer Dottore?
Suit yourself. Goodbye, Feofan. This time, that's what it truly is.
And don't I know it? Goodbye, Zandik.
I could have carried out many more experiments. But to me, Lord of Denro, this outcome is certainly not the worst.
I believe you. But unfortunately, this is where it all ends for you. This experiment does not belong to you, nor do any of the results.
Experiment? It sounds like you're trying to outdo me in my own field.
Wisdom is conveying information in terms that people can clearly understand.
Indeed. Ha. You have a formidable mind, and you are braver than I thought. Setting fire to the very thing your survival depends on. Your previous threat was empty, but this time...
When necessary, wisdom can be as fierce as an inferno.
Perhaps you are right.
Here is where your journey comes to an end.
It seems I have unwittingly been your arch-enemy all along.
I do not deny your intelligence. But there are events that take place in the real world, and they are so much more than mere goodbye.
Well, that's the last of them. Everyone...
It was a long, hard road. I just pray that we'll never need to leave
paradise.
I wouldn't think gods...
People always think they're the only one. As the Goat King once said, a god without his people shall cease to...
Only we can truly...
Given the myriad ways in which gods and...
Well, that sounds about right.
If you told...
Belief is a choice.
I'll be heading back to the Temple of Silence. I heard the Goat King and the Ibis King decided to pay it.
It's back to Aru Village for...
Until next time, old friend.
Right back at you. Where it is that...
Dropping by?
Oh, the temple was...
Guess that's true.
All right.
Oh well.
You do?
See? Retirement has always been a problem, especially for old-timers like us who've been locked away all these years. You finally step out into the light, and bam!
Naturally.
What do you think, Layla?
Huh? Why would you... How could I possibly be...
Sorry if my question...
Hey,
Different beliefs can...
By which you mean... So...
Family.
You could say that. Just look at this place.
And what...
I mean that for the most part, time spent associating with the likes of Sobek, and...
Why does that not surprise me?
Anyway, given how much time we'll all be spending together, I'd say that the bonds we built will end up proving...
Once Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence, returns, you can discuss the matter of... But judging by the expressions of everyone here,
I imagine this sacred ground houses untold knowledge after all. What better place for the servants of King?
How about we share a meal together first? I imagine it's been many years since you last tasted fresh food.
Oh, that sounds wonderful! After so many hundreds of years, I can only surmise that desert cuisine has become a lot more varied.
Are we having a get-together? If you'd like, I can help prepare some food. After all,
Oh, my, that would be wonderful. I'm touched that you still remember.
How the times have changed. To the people of today, it seems the Ibis King has become a kind and passionate.
And you, Mr. Herreshoff?
To be honest,
Me?
forgive my blood.
I do, but projecting a majestic front doesn't really suit me. Besides...
Not putting on...
Exactly. Besides, I really like parties where everyone brings their own...
Last time when we got...
Can we do...
Don't worry, I can...
Me?
The more the merrier.
Don't take this the wrong way.
If I were to compete against you, I can't say with certainty I'd win, but I certainly wouldn't mind giving it a shot.
Where's Sobek? I'm sure...
I wonder what variant of...
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up.
Such devastation visited on Sumeru City. So many houses destroyed or damaged in the fighting. Who could have foreseen this? Look at all of this. It's going to take me forever to tidy up. I suppose living below the academia doesn't always work out to your advantage.
I would have thought a little appreciation of my sincerity and effort in helping to clean up this mess might be in order.
Helping? Effort? This is your house! Of course you should be putting in the effort! If anything, I'm the one who's helping!
So you see yourself as just a helper in this situation. I must admit, I'm rather shocked.
If you're trying to say that since I live here too, I have an obligation to tidy up, fine, I suppose I do.
In the wake of a great storm, a missing roof is a predictable inconvenience.
Can you stop making it seem like I care more about this house than you do? Doesn't it upset you at all to see your home in this state?
I won't pretend it's ideal, but that's no reason to be upset.
This is the roof over your head, your shelter from the cold. The furniture is scattered, the paintings have fallen off the walls, the windows are—
The way I see it.
Ugh, this is precisely why I hate talking to you about sentimental things. It's like banging my head against a wall. You simply don't understand just how much work goes into making a proper home.
It sounds like this is causing you a lot of anguish.
You mean the house or the paintings?
I mean your sentimentality.
Oh, well, yes. But I'd rather not dwell on such things right now.
Generally speaking, when anguish becomes the norm, people usually make an attempt to improve their situation.
But there are so many people and things in life that are difficult to change. It's not like you can force them. Besides, anguish can be a source of inspiration, and I'm not sure I could break my reliance on it.
I'm glad you're able to make yourself think like that.
What kind of a response is that? I was stating a profound truth about the very nature of art. Suffering is the cradle of all creation. Even you can't deny that.
And I wasn't trying to. I'm just happy for you. Pure and simple. Can't you tell?
Happy about what?
Happy that you can always find an answer that backs up your views.
You...
More often than not, life is a process of running into problems and then searching for answers. Yours more than most. Not everyone's so good at justifying things to themselves. It's something that you've been steadily mastering.
Huh. What about you, then? What skills have you been mastering lately?
Pass me that box.
Huh? Okay.
You may consider this my progress on the path to master.
What? Wait a second. Isn't that box mine? Hey, it is! It must have fallen off that shelf! I'll hate them! Those are my paints and inks!
Would you like me to put it in your bedroom for you?
Huh? I mean, sure, if you don't mind. What kind of progress is this? Does he think he can bribe me? Not that giving me back my own things is much of a bribe. These books on the floor, they're a complete mess. And this one, didn't he say it was an out-of-print collectible? It's completely covered in dust, and some of its pages have even fallen out. Ugh, guess I should help him repair it. This one too. And this one.
Local sumpter beasts, imported goods, such a bright future ahead. I can picture the Mora just rolling in.
You do realize you sound like a choking cow?
It's called being imposing. Can't you feel it? Are you not intimidated?
Oh, I'm positively shaking in my sandals. What commands do you have for me, oh mighty Lord Sangama Bay?
You've got a lot of nerve, Nefer. You went and told Candace and the others everything, didn't you? Seriously, do you have any idea how differently they see me now?
Surely that's a good thing. I presume they're more disposed to actually like you now, maybe even view you as a friend.
You traded my secret for sympathy! Thanks to you, I've lost every last shred of my mercantile majesty. How am I supposed to make anyone think I'm a big, scary investor now?
The dark days of Lord Sangama Bay are behind you. Why not take this chance to make a few honest...
Speaking of friends, since when did the notorious Lady Nefer gain such an admiration for holier-than-thou types? A moon chanter here? An angel there? Who'd have thought it?
A coming together of fates, nothing more. No need to throw around accusations of admiration.
Forget it. You're right about one thing at least. Making friends is never a bad thing for a merchant. So... I really took a loss this time. What are you looking at?
I'm trying to see if you're really crying or if those are just crocodile. A little birdie told me that when Lord Sangama Bay makes money, the tears flow from the center of her eyes. But when she loses it, they flow from the corners. Which is it this time?
Ugh, you are so annoying. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Nefer! Thank goodness you're here. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Huh? Oh, well. If it isn't the House of Dana's very own librarian. What can I offer you today, Miss
Oh, no. I'm not here to buy. I'm here to bring Lady Nefer a book, and a fascinating one at that. We agreed to meet at the entrance to the mausoleum of King Deshret. One more thing. I bought this copy with my own money. It's not borrowed.
Reasoning knows not time of day, but suspense always follows a blizzard. That's quite the mouthful.
Huh? Isn't that the one that...
It was all the rage for a while. People throughout the city were clamoring to get their hands on a copy. The names inside were all circled. Everyone thought it was a riddle.
Don't bring up that book in my presence. I don't even want to hear its name. That thing was nothing but a scam.
Surprisingly enough, I've actually heard of this book. Though it doesn't seem of much consequence. So, what...
You're from the Vahumana and you're asking me what the truth is? I'd say the actual truth was about the least important part of the whole episode. I brought you this book because it probably has the most interesting backstory of any in the House of Dana's collection, at least in recent years. As for its quality, well, you can judge that for yourself.
Don't tell me it's actually any good.
You may not know this, Lord Sangamabe, but Lady Nefer has a fondness for books with... how should I put this? Mixed reviews?
No eye for good literature, huh?
Perhaps she feels that bad books hide interesting secrets? But I shouldn't put words in her mouth. It's probably fair to say she prefers the conversations that books can spark over the substance of the books themselves.
Suits my style as an intel broker, wouldn't you say? Very interesting, thank you. I'll return it to you once I'm done reading. And as it happens, I have something for you, too.
Incense?
I imagine you've already used up the incense I gave you last time. Here's some more. This batch is from Nodcry, so the scent won't be quite the same.
Well, actually, I've been saving the incense you gave me. I couldn't bring myself to waste it without a special occasion. But I'll gladly accept this, too. And I promise I'll use it this time.
Katayun, you haven't changed a bit.
Congratulations, Kale.
Well done, Kale. After studying for so long, you finally become a full-fledged ranger.
Sure hasn't been easy.
All grown up. No...
Thanks, everyone. Master Tainari, thank you for your guidance and...
Sino had a matter to attend.
I'm afraid the party will...
Kale is...
No, it's not what you think. I've made plans with the Traveler and Paimon to visit Mondstadt. Master Tainari and Mr. Sino will be...
Well, that's a relief.
Of course.
Phew! After all that catching up on sleep and food, Paimon's feeling full of vim and vigor again.
For someone who spends so much time resting, your recovery routine is surprisingly simple.
Hey! Paimon's been working her butt off too, you know. She flew all over the city helping everyone out.
Don't worry, I saw how hard you worked.
Alright, we all know you're the most hardworking person in Tavad. As long as you're rested and full... Paimon's been looking around the place, and it seems like the city's already on the mend. But Paimon's been...
Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire.
Traveler, Paimon!
What's going on here?
Nothing much. Nahida was just expressing concern for my physical and mental well-being.
Oh, the Traveler told Paimon all about that. We've both been very...
You make it sound like I'm on the brink of some kind of breakdown. Truth is, I'm doing much better than you might imagine. If we can just get to the bottom of Dottoro's intentions, we can minimize his negative influence.
Just listen to that newfound optimism. It seems like...
Observe, a classic Sumeru specialty. Chalking everything up to education and learning.
To be honest, even I can sense the change in you.
Everything Dottore said to you was a way to manipulate your mind. Fortunately, you're no longer under his sway.
Can someone as old as me really continue to grow?
If it helps, just think of yourself as a late bloomer. For a puppet, developing at such an age is perfectly normal. But if you choose to call yourself a late bloomer, it sounds more like you consider yourself human.
However you see yourself, well done.
All right.
Anyway,
What else can I do but complete my current courses? Everything else can wait. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. There are still things in this...
I'm so happy that Hat Guy is doing better than we thought. But what about you, Nahida? How are you holding up? The pyronosis burned down the corrupted Irminsul. The flames blazed for 7 days and 7 nights before they finally subsided. All that was left were the parts underground. Now, Aru shoulders the responsibilities that once belonged to Irminsul. The situation was contained before it got out of hand, so Tevat's most vital information has largely been preserved.
Irminsul has a strong influence over you, doesn't it? How will you...
There's no need to worry. Thanks to Nicole's extraordinary talents, my connection to Irminsul has been severed and transposed onto Aru. Angels can do things like that? They can. Such abilities are precisely what makes them so powerful. The goddess of flowers, Nabu Malikata, once claimed that she too could perform feats beyond the reach of mere mortals. In my eyes, much of what she went on to achieve reached such transcendent levels. Her and Nicole really are both fascinating and magnificent.
So, does that mean your situation is stable now?
Correct. Just imagine that Aru has become the new Irminsul, and the essence of my existence has been bound to it. The wisdom of Sumeru has ultimately converged into a single, unified entity. Should we ascribe this all to fate, or is it merely fortune? Whatever it is, the important thing is that you're okay, Nahida.
Dendro Archon, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Oh, thank goodness you're here. Greetings, Traveler and Pipe.
Sir Nevis, do you have something urgent to say?
Yes, there's something I need to report.
The Fatui Harbinger, the Rooster, sends us his sympathies, along with all the usual pleasantries. His stance is that, following the unrest and Nod Cry, Dottore was subjected to internal censure. This madness was the act of a rogue element, one who cannot be seen to represent the Zapoliarni Palace.
No less than can be expected.
Snezhnaya paid a heavy price working to stop him. They even lost one of their own Harbingers. The letter goes on to say that even so, Snezhnaya cannot claim to be blameless. Apparently, They will deal with the Torii subordinates in accordance with Snezhnayan law, holding all those involved in his crimes. Additionally, they are supplying relief funds and supplies, which are already en route. Sounds like he's got an answer for everything.
True. But as diplomatic rhetoric goes, it's highly effective. Completely watertight, both in logic and...
This disaster has had a profound impact on Sumeru. The matter of the Torii can be seen as settled for now. We are sure to cross paths again in the future, and in that light, Snezhnaya would do well to uphold their responsibilities and keep a tight rein over their actions. With Irminsul burned, the flow of fate now carries many more possibilities. I will be watching carefully.
Perhaps we can move on to a less serious matter? Dendro Archon, will you eat with us once this matter is dealt with? Everyone wishes to celebrate.
Of course! Junior Zod, Sino, and Hypatia.
What a wonderful...
Not more tomatoes.
More?
Those good friends of yours are always talking about tomatoes. Take your time, there's no need...
Does this mean you're going to Natlan? Meet them there in person. It will require a long journey.
I know. Traveler, Paimon, we'll set off as...
Sure, we'll be ready.
You'll hear no objections from... Wonderful. Natlan is such a lively place. It's super cheerful. I can see that. There are people outside exercising at all hours.
You came. Welcome, welcome. You must be hungry from your journey. Would you like something to eat?
Oh, thanks, but no thanks. We've been eating the whole way here. We had a mushroom platter, sap's meat stew, butter braised chicken, hot sour pudding. Paimon's positively stuffed.
All right, all right. No need for all that detail. I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Maybe later then. We can wait till everyone's got an appetite. Then I'll head out for a meal together.
Sounds like a plan. Let's find somewhere to sit down. I should tell you, I already have some sense of why you've come.
Why's that, Malika?
To say thank you.
Your senses are spot on. But on top of that, we also feel guilty.
Because the pyronosis has vanished? I sensed its loss.
Despite scouring through the remnants of Irminsul, we couldn't find any sign of the pyronosis. Not even any trace of it burning to ash.
That's certainly unusual. Still, the potential fallout from Irminsul's loss is significant, to say the least. Perhaps the pyronosis's disappearance is simply a knock-on effect of the impact it's had on a certain strand of fate. There's no need to feel guilty. We were clear that this time, there was to be no returning, only giving.
Thank you really is a fascinating phrase. We use it to express gratitude for the smallest of things. Yet, when faced with a kindness too immense to describe, we use exactly the same words. It's not that we lack other means of expression. It's that when we truly need to express our feelings, the simplest and purest words are...
You're right. In Natlan, we prefer simple expressions too. Companionship, friendship, support. They might not sound fancy, but the sentiment behind them is sincere.
That's wonderful to hear. Sincere feelings are often a vehicle for the deepest wisdom of all.
Irminsul's destruction doesn't seem to have done you much harm. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
There's still a lot of work to do, but before we begin, we felt it was important to come here and speak with you.
Partly to express our gratitude, but also because we felt that seeing you...
That's nice. To tell you the truth, though, I'm not a fan of somber meetings. So, since there's nothing more to say, why don't we go bask in some...
What a great idea!
In that case, I think I'll lie down for a bit too before we head to our next stop.
And where might that be?
Mondstadt. Paimon and I are gonna head back there with Kale and the gang.
Long ago, I sensed that the god remains and those remains weren't hurting Kale. Now that she is a yearning.
She should be ready to face the truth.
Whenever people meet, there is always the potential to create warmth and kindness. Every child grows up. But even as adults, they are still children in the eyes of certain people.
Oh, just like how Paimon sometimes sees Nahida as a little kid. Is that so? Well, anyone who's friends with a kid is probably a kid themselves. Of course! And there's nothing wrong with that. When we get back, we'll actually be hanging out with another of our friends who happens to be a kid. Or more like looking after, in her case. Anyway,
well, dear Sucrose, when you receive this letter, I'll probably be as busy as always. But busy with wonderful things. That impressive, right? Sinos, you probably heard that something big happened in Sumeru recently. Don't worry, it's all been taken care of. We're heading to Mondstadt soon. So plus, it's not just me.
Defensive mode.
Let's go!
All time, bro!
Finding someone to chat to would be better.
Dainari, is that...
Don't you say it! Is that the great Vayu-Viastra? Behold, the great Vayu-Viastra, General...
How times have changed. I wasn't expecting you to beat me to the punchline.
You've really upped the aggression in your battle against Sinos' jokes.
Kale, how did you know what I was going to say?
For the love of...
Traveler! Paimon! You're right on time!
I hope we haven't kept you waiting.
Kale!
Sucrose! It's been so long!
I've been well. Everything's going great.
Not at the moment.
Seriously?
Sucrose, you might want to try asking your questions one at a time.
Albedo! Paimon didn't see you there!
It's been a while since all of us were together like this. How about we follow the same plan as last time?
Good idea, my friend.
So, what are your identities this time?
Don't remind him.
First things first. Allow me to introduce our very own official forest ranger Kale. The rest of us are simply her humble travel companions.
This sounds like one of those mushy stories that gets people hooked on some corny, heartwarming premise.
Oh, is our story not hard?
Besides being heartwarming,
Oh, you're here already? I'm still giving Dodeko a little trim. I won't be a moment.
A trim? Does Dodoko need haircut?
Of course. It's important to know how to take loving care of the apples of your eye. All of these trivial matters get left to me. It's because I'm an angel, and angels are, in a way, the guardians of all time.
Oh, right! Huh?
What are you writing?
I'm just brainstorming some cool-sounding lines.
Oh, write them on these card backs.
Of course.
Clearly, my lines are pretty amazing.
Miss Nicole,
Kale, you seem a little nervous.
I was just wondering, who was the person you mentioned who needed their wish fulfilled?
Wish? What do you mean?
Miss Nicole asked if we could meet up in Mondstadt once everything was over. She said a friend of hers had a wish that needed my help to come true.
Well, you never mentioned that before. All we knew was that you'd arranged to meet in Mondstadt. But
To be fair, come on.
The night cometh.
Huh? You're...
Surprised? I bet you weren't expecting to meet a woman like me beneath this beautiful tree. An oasis will
Lilupar?
I made friends with Miss Nicole. I asked her to bring me here and then invite Kale to come. The prologue to this story is that I have a wish. It has stirred within my heart for centuries. Millennia, even. Originally, it was...
Could this be...
related to the god of...
My dear young lady, my mistress left her final trace in this world upon you. I can't tell... And now I have seen you. And but beneath all the...
I do.
But how do you decide what is yours?
They are. Miss Nicole said... She gave me a revelation...
In the past, you wouldn't...
Of course...
Yet I am a Kale.
But...
That's beside the point. First, I need to know. Are you willing to do something for the soul of... But look, you know... so you do, my dear young...
Are you sure about this?
I yearn to see... And you, Kale. My wish will be fulfilled.
Why would you wish for that?
A long, since you've promised to grant my wish.
Kale, there's no pressure on you.
It's as if you want to use the last of your life.
Nothing so selfish.
I understand.
Close your eyes, Kale. Then open your soul. From there, I will embrace my mistress. The downpour of flowers is your touch. Like returning to the very beginning. Like people say that devotion... Thank you.
Lilupar!
She left, carrying the blessing of flower.
Kale?
I'm fine. Now that they don't actually feel...
Those remains weren't hurting Kale. Not as she is now. They simply exist. Besides, I could sense a deep
Kale must have already received what she was yearning for.
I'm doing fine.
Then my wish has come true.
To become...
That's just one of my wishes. Actually, I have a few more. For instance...
So between Miss...
Wonderful.
I guess that settles things here.
So what's next?
Clay, look who I've brought to see you.
Hey, Kale! I heard you guys were holding some kind of secret event.
Huh? Oh no.
Really?
Me.
So that's what...
Exactly. The old me is gone.
Do you think maybe up in...
Oh. What do you think, Miss Nicole?
I think, at least, if it were up to me, I'd consider that a happy ending.
Dear Sucrose, even though my childhood ended long ago, these past few days have really felt like growing up again. I've become stronger. Surely someone as mysterious. I came to say goodbye to my old self. I know that after this, she'll be gone. Thinking about it makes me feel a little alone, but somewhere in my heart, I feel a great sense of joy. It feels like I've always wanted to take this step, to walk towards the new me.
Ad Astra...
Thank you for
Hello, Prune the Witch Hunter at your service. My enemy? Oh, someone who...
Feel this ancient power. Come into being.
Teamwork is strength!
Devouring claw! The abyss is birth.
Blow them all up! Jumpy dumpy go!
Moments of birth. This.
Everybody stand! Sparks and flash!
is burning!
I'm going in!
Witness my great undertaking!
By royal decree.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
Huh, I mean, yeah! Can't handle your drink!
Hey, leave the wounded to me!
Providing cover fire!
I'm a rock!
Now's our chance!
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
No rest for... Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Pew pew! Can't handle your drink!
Leave the wounded to me! Get back! Now's our chance!
Yeah! Diana special!
Odds revealed.
Get back!
I taste...
Engaging!
Look at you, Boozle!
Shadow Raven. Let night fall.
Get back! Leave the wounded to me!
I'm a rock!
Providing cover fire!
By I summon.
Pew pew! Look! It's that ball of light! Hey! It disappeared behind that door! Does that mean we can open it now?
Welcome.
Wow! what you've done with it.
I knew you'd appreciate it, Paimon. Hearing that makes it all started the day I finished. I was planning to keep the streak going and build a few more. Is there no way to—
Wait!
Keep up, Paimon. Time waits for no one. Look.
Through this door?
Well, not just this door, but you're not wrong. Everything has to start somewhere. What better place—
Oh, wait a minute! You're going too fast!
Oh, don't you worry. Based on my observations and understanding, you're not a fan of complex introductions and explanations. Glad you know us angels. We just can't resist the satisfaction of guiding adventurers to treasure. Well, seeing as the goal's to be kind, so I have to tell you the truth. If I were to bury a chest— Anyway, I don't want to make things deliberately difficult. Nor do I need you to run around the wild just to keep me entertained. All you have to do is find 3 feathers right here in this room. And once you're done, let me know so I can watch you open your reward. A nice, big treasure.
Ah!
Exactly.
Super sweet wind just blew right down Paimon's throat! Ah! Wait a second. Did we—
Apologies. I was hoping to invite animal actors, but alas.
Huh?
Nicole, the magnificent, massive mage propping up the heavens while crouching down to talk? Anyway, welcome to the Great Mage's Tea Party.
Does the Great Mage's Tea Party involve us boiling the water ourselves?
It's called participation, Paimon. This is all about creating a sense of participation. I think not.
Guessing we need to add sugar ourselves too?
Alice takes 3 sugars, Anya prefers 1, and Barbeloff likes hers without.
Okay. Should Paimon be writing this down?
No need, no need. I'm just thinking out loud.
A path's opened up! Looks like we can go this way!
Begone!
Whoa! Is that a...
Hold on a moment. Sorry, just a minor technical difficulty. Let me see.
It's moving! Hey! Is this...
Aha! Much better.
What do you mean, much better?
Hmm? Come on, it's barely attacking you. You can handle a little spirited tickling, can't you? Besides, this is the perfect opportunity for the traveler.
Hey, Nicole! Help us out here, will ya?
All right, all right. Heaven's will made mine.
My everlasting flame!
I think not. I live within you. And look, the tea's still nice and warm. Just right, in fact.
Did you just plan this whole thing just so you could sit back and enjoy this moment yourself?
Come now. This is your reward. You were the ones who earned it after all. Go on then. Open it up.
Paimon can't help but wonder why you're so excited about these rewards, Nicole. Sure, Paimon looks forward to the...
Oh, don't worry about that. I don't mind. At worst, my answer might shatter as for your question...
Huh?
It all started with the birth of the angel. We were entrusted our ability, aside from it, upon completing...
Isn't it?
Maybe. Besides...